Welcome to Koga, a non-spiritual yoga alternative. Today's workout is Koga number 2. This is a full body, gentle toning routine, so you can do it almost any day. We're going to start with our inhales. Relax your knees, and we're going to inhale up, hold slightly, and exhale back down. One more. And gently bring your arms back down. We're going to inhale again, but this time we're going to fold over, touching our toes, our shins, or our knees to lengthen out the back of the legs. Inhale back up and relax those arms. Let's do this one more time. And gently fold over, keeping those legs straight if possible, and slightly bend those knees to come back up. We're going to go into our first gentle toning exercise. Take your legs out wide, turning your toes out. And we're going to inhale, and as we exhale, curve your back and make your arms into a ball shape. Squeezing your abs, squeezing your inner thighs. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale on the way up and exhale on the way down. Very good. Relax those arms. Turn your feet forward. Go into a stationary squat position here, as low as feels comfortable. And you're going to move those arms in a figure 8 position, doing side lunges, working your quadriceps and the tops of your arms. Pretend like you're pushing those fingers through water, squeezing your muscles. Really makes this move even more effective. We're doing a total of 8 repetitions on each side, going nice and slow. Very good. Round it up. Catch your breath. We're going to go into our oblique stretch series. Reach up and over. And then drop that arm down to the floor. Resting your hands on the mat if possible. And you're going to shift your hips right and left. So shift right and left. If you cannot straighten your legs here, no worries. You can always have a slight bend to those knees. This should feel good. Now we're going to twist, bringing one arm up over our heads. Inhale and exhale. Don't forget to breathe. Slowly bring that arm back down and come back up into your oblique stretch on the same side. Catch your breath. Fix your hair if you need it. And we're going to switch to the other side. Really lengthen, stretch that arm up overhead. Swing down, resting your hands on the mat if possible, feet forward. And we're going to shift those hips right and left. This should feel amazing. And this is one of the stretches we will do with every Koga workout, so it will get easier with time. We're going to reach the arm up behind us, twisting at your torso. Inhale and exhale, and slowly bring that arm down. Now go back up with that same arm and exhale as you come up. If you need the assistance of the chair because you have balance issues, go ahead and grab it. We're going to do more toning work here. You're going to do a standing quadricep stretch here, loosening up the ankle just like we did in Koga number 1. You can always hold the chair if you need to. I'm going to show you how to do this move without the chair. Now you're going to swing a straight leg forward and then back in a bicycle position here. Nice and slow, like you're pushing that leg through water. If you want to challenge yourself, place your hands on your hips. Test your agility, your balance. This will get easier in time, I promise. Working all parts of the legs and glutes. 8 repetitions total. Now you're going to do a standing quadricep stretch, pressing down at the top of your foot. We are going to do one more section of work here, that standing pull. Keep your straight leg slightly bent and come as far forward as you can without falling. Very good, excellent work. We are going to switch legs. Standing quad stretch here, loosening up the ankle. You might feel a little bit of popping. That's normal. It should feel good. Okay, we're going to swing the arm back in that bicycle position and forward. The work comes here when you straighten that leg. Again, if you want to challenge yourself, place your hands on your hips. It's definitely harder, for sure. But you got this. You're going to hold your leg back here, squeezing the top of the thigh, stretching it out. Relax, catch your breath. And we're going to do that work here, standing leg pull. Very good. Excellent. Move that chair aside. Catch your breath. Now we're going into side lunges here with kettlebell arms. So you're going to swing in between your legs and then up over your head. If you need to keep your elbows bent because of pain, by all means do that. We're going nice and slow so that we really fatigue the quadricep and the glutes. Make sure your feet are facing forward. If you have pain in your back, just don't go down quite as far. We're doing 8 repetitions on each leg, getting the heart rate up. Excellent. Bring those arms down and lean forward. And we're going to stretch out the backs of the legs even more. You're going to grab one ankle and try to bring your chest to meet your knee as much as possible. Switching ankles now. This feels so good after those side lunges. Come back to the center and round back up. Excellent. If you need the chair, again, please go grab it. If you have balance issues, we're going to work the outer thighs here. We're doing ballet arms with a straight leg outer thigh lift for 8. This one looks easy, but you need to squeeze everything to make it work, and it is deceptively harder than it looks if you do so, but it's amazing. So don't forget to squeeze your butt, point that toe, really elongate those arms. And if you can here, we're going to do a figure 4 stretch. Again, you can grab the chair if you're having problems with your balance. Going to switch legs, catch your breath. Torso is tall. Swing up and out. Point that toe. If you need to grab the chair for balance, you can just take your outside arm and hold on to that chair. No worries. Excellent job on the standing moves. And come down into your figure 4 stretch. You definitely earned it. Great job. Moving on, we're going to go down into our plank lunge series. We did this in Coco 1. So you're going to inhale up and bend over, walking those hands out into a plank. Hold for a few seconds, squeeze your abs and butt, and then you're going to walk your hands back into a pyramid shape, pressing your heels into the mat. Bring one leg up behind you, pointing that toe, squeeze everything, and you're going to walk your hands back out and bring that leg into a low lunge here, resting your foot on the floor, pressing your knee slightly forward. Now bring your hands to your knee. Press your toes into the mat. Come up into your lunge. And to really challenge yourself here, you're going to bring your arms up overhead for 8 seconds. And then bring it down. You can hold longer as you progress with this. You're going into your pigeon stretch. And you're going to lean forward here as far as you can. We're just going to relax. You're coming out of it now. Go back into your plank position. And you're going to walk those hands back to your toes, rounding up. Inhale back up and rest those arms down. We're switching sides now. Inhale up. Round it over. Walk those hands out into a plank. Hold for a few seconds. Pressing those heels into the mat, walk those hands into a pyramid. And this time we're going to lift the opposite leg up behind us, pointing that toe. Holding your abs in. Walk those hands slightly forward and go into your low lunge. Resting your back foot on the mat. Pressing your hands into the top of your leg and coming up into your high lunge here. Challenge yourself with those arms overhead for 8 seconds and come back down into your pigeon stretch. You earned this one. Leaning forward and just relax. Out of it now. You're going back into your plank position. Walk your hands back towards your toes and round yourself back up. Inhale and exhale. We're going into a new toning series here. You're going to inhale and roll back down. walking those hands out back into a plank position, but this time you're going to shift your body slightly forward if possible and come down into a tricep push-up, resting your chest on the mat. Release your feet, press your hands into the mat right in line with your chest, and we're doing low cobras for 8. Squeeze your butt, point your toes, and really isolate the low back area. Exhale as you come up. Great work. Come out of it into a close leg child's pose. Moving on to the new part of our toning series here. You're going to do hover lifts with your bent legs, pressing your toes into the mat to slightly raise your knees off the mat. We're going to focus on our arms, pressing slightly forward and then back. 8 repetitions. This one is little but mighty. If you have wrist problems, don't forget you can always grab free weights here to support that area. Go nice and slow. Should definitely burn. Excellent. Stretch it out here. We're going to do tricep stretches. Using one hand behind your head, in between your shoulder blades. Switch arms. Excellent, excellent work. You're going back into all fours, into that hover position, pressing your toes into the mat. And now we're going to press up into pyramids and then back down into a hover position. We're doing 8 repetitions. If you want to challenge yourself, you can always tap one hand to one ankle and switch sides. This will definitely test your balance. It works your core like crazy. It's an excellent, excellent toning move. Rest those knees on the mat. Very good. You're going to stretch out your arms, press them behind you, clasping those hands together, opening up your chest. Come back onto all fours, and we're going to go into our tricep push-up series. You're going to come down for just 4. I know it's challenging. Keeping those elbows close to your chest, your hands are pointed forward. Inhale and exhale. And you're going to come into a child's pose here. Releasing the tension you created in that chest area, in those triceps. We're going back for the last 4 tricep push-ups. You can do it. Just one more. Excellent work. We're going into a wide leg child's pose here. So press those knees out wide. Oh, it feels so good. Excellent work. We're going to go into our seated series now. We're going into reverse hip thrusts here. With bent arms, turning your palms out to each side to support yourself, you're going to do little leg kicks with a hip thrust, pointing that toe and resting your booty on the floor between each repetition. We're going a little bit quicker here, but if you need to slow it down, by all means do. And you can always grab those free weights to support your wrists if needed. Squeeze your abs, squeeze your butt. Relax your head so as to not strain your neck. And release here. You're going to inhale up and do a forward fold, seated. Grabbing at your ankles, your shins, or your knees. Come out of it now. Relax those shoulders. And we're going to roll down onto the mat. Very good. Now you're going to press the bottoms of your feet together and bring those knees up in a butterfly shape. And we're going to do little hip thrusts up and down, making sure to squeeze that butt the entire time, pressing those arms into the mat. This one is challenging. Don't be surprised if after 8 repetitions you are shaking. Excellent. Drop those knees to the side if possible, pressing your low back into the mat, lifting your chest up, stretching out those hip flexors. This one can be painful at first, but don't worry, it gets better with time. Going back into the original position we just had, and we're going to do little crunches here, butterfly crunches. Make sure that your low back is pressing onto the mat here. Excellent job. You're going to lengthen those legs out. And now you're going to bring one knee into your chest, loosening up those ankles again, to the right and to the left with little circles. And you're going to straighten that leg if possible. If it's slightly bent, no worries. It's totally fine. Work your way up to a straighter leg in time. You should definitely feel a release here in your low back and in the back of your leg. Drop it down. And now we're going to bring the opposite knee to our chest. You can keep the resting leg straight or bent. It's totally up to you. I'm going to bend mine here. And you're going to point that toe and straighten the leg. And try to challenge yourself, bringing that leg towards your chest on every inhale. Drop it down. Bring both knees into your chest now, pressing them out to the sides. Releasing any tension in your low back. Now we're going to do that double leg stretch overhead if possible. Again, if you have low back pain here, please do not do this exercise. Inhale and exhale. And slowly drop those legs down to the mat. Stretch both arms up over your head. Inhale and exhale. And drop them down to your sides. We're going to rest and relax here. Enjoy what you just did. And if possible, spend a few minutes on the floor. hope you're feeling relaxed and better than you did before you started. Great work today. I'll see you again next time for your workout.